So now let us look at this. You get ghosted, but then sometime later that ghoster returns. What do you do? How do you deal with it? First of all, it's good for us to check. Let me tell you everything that I share in this channel. Most of them I'm talking from an experience. You know what I mean? And I know what I'm talking about. I've studied what I'm talking about, and I've realized how often it is the case. And I've proven it compared with other, like I know what I'm talking about. So you will get ghosted once in a while. And but one thing that you must understand, once somebody ghosts you just like that, most likely it's because there is something that is happening in the background. It's either that person has an issue on their own, which obviously you cannot fix. Meaning, if you were to try something out with them, it was never going to work out, right? Then secondly, you must understand it could be because they came into you because they were having relationship problems, meaning they already have somebody stable, but they came to you out of a temptation. They felt like, they want a piece of you a little bit. Depending on how far it got, some they ghost you while you are from a first date. Some they ghost you after you have slept with them. You see, so it all depends on, but the bottom line is they came to you with their own agenda. Maybe they were going through a problem with their partner and they felt like cheating, but along the way they'll be like, nah, maybe it's not worth it. They started feeling bad, or that partner started talking back to them and things started coming back to normal, and they don't care about you because they were using you. So the bottom line goes to what I'm saying, that they have a problem. Meaning, someone with a good heart, you would never waste anybody's time. You wouldn't want to be in a position where you lead somebody on only to disappear. So you see, already being ghosted, it tells you whom you are dealing with. In most cases, they have that issue. And sometimes they can ghost you, but this one, I don't look at it like this, but it does happen. You find out maybe that person, they came to you and something came up. They're just scared to tell you straight that this can't work out anymore. And maybe they're scared you're going to shout at them, you're going to be angry. But this is less likely, okay? Don't count on to this. So now, what do you do? Because most of them, let me assure you, if they came to you while they were having a relationship problem, that problem is most likely to resurface. Once problem begins in relationships, less likely do they just disappear. It's a sign that you guys have gotten to a certain phase where now somebody is showing you their true colors. That is why most people will say we are having problems. Not because it's a one-day thing. No. That person is starting to be who they really are. Honeymoon phase has passed, it's gone, and all these things. So how do you handle it? Because obviously they're gonna come back to that problem and they'll be like, oh, maybe I should have. Now who else can I go to? This guy now is starting again, or she's starting again. Now they will want to return back to you because they want some sort of someone to make them feel good, you know, a place where to run to when things are bad, when their partner is ignoring them, or when they find out they've been cheated at again. Now they need someone. Who can it be? That's why they will also think of you. That's why if it's somebody that you're sleeping with, they will only come back when they realize now they want to sleep with somebody and they disappear. So that's why I said it differs. There are different things that make somebody to ghost you. But then when they come back, I think this thing is important that we don't address this the same manner, because if it's a man that ghosted to you as a woman, you must know how to deal with men. If it's a woman that ghosted you as a man, you must know how to handle women. And it also depends on what you really want, because some men, if he's the one who ghosted the woman, obviously he does not care about you. Most likely, if he wants to sleep with you, come on, he's just using you, right? And you know that's not what you want. You also want something real, or you want a real relationship. So obviously, I can't advise you that let him back in, try to prove himself, because he's going to ghost you again. But of course, there are things that can make you to see on how to handle whether you should keep him indeed or not. So if it's a guy, guys, they can deal with this differently. Some, they can lead the girl on in front that he just now wants to sleep with her because she ghosted him, just wants to have revenge. So you see, it all differs on what you are expecting. And you must understand that people who ghost, they have a pattern. They ghost you, they come back, they lie, before you know it, they run again, they come back, like they repeat the same thing. I wonder if they just think you're just too stupid to be deceived by the same thing more than 3 times, it starts becoming obvious that, dude, you are playing around. Dude, I don't have time. So that's why when they come back, at least if I was you, myself, I don't complain, because I know if I say, where were you? You ghosted me. No. That makes me feel like kind of weak, as if like I've been waiting. So I try to bruise their ego, because most instances, if somebody ghosts, maybe I might just text towards checking, where are you? Once I start to see that this is a sign of ghosting, have I been ghosted for that matter? Not really, but in cases where you find that maybe a lady starts ignoring me, she wants to play this game. So I would know how to handle it to the point where she would come back still. And I would end up even forgetting that in the beginning she ghosted me. You know what I mean? So that's why I say ghosting, it begins like that. You must know how to handle it. So when that person comes back, your job is not to ask are you gonna ghost her again? No. It's just to be subtle, just be neutral. And especially for women, this is important. If a guy ghosted you, you know that guys, they are the ones who initiate things. So with you women, you just have to be to strengthen your guard more higher, because if you are to be like a guy and wait for the woman to just say let's meet up and you agree, the man is gonna use you. He's gonna sleep with you. He's gonna do whatever he wants and then ghost you again. But I know if it's a woman who ghosted the guy, if she comes back, most likely she won't straight away say, let's meet up. I wanna see you. No. She will just play cool. She'll just give you signs. And as a guy, you just have to read and say, okay, let's meet. You get what I'm saying? That's how they handle, they do their things. But most importantly, don't do anything. If they text you, if you are just like me, you don't really hold grudges, respond normal. They start explaining themselves with lies. Oh, my phone was broken, all this. But you know that it was not. People are like, oh, okay. But if now they start to come up with meeting you up, learn to play the game well. Don't be like, yes, don't be available. Just say you are busy. Come up with excuse. Be the one now to come up, act like you don't want them. And that will drive them crazy. And that alone is what's gonna make you to finally see if that person is for real. If that person is serious, then tell me. Or maybe they just made a big mistake. Because sometimes you might tell me that, oh, you know what, man? I think my case is different. This person at that time, they were going through this, excuse me, and stuff like that. You might be having excuses for them why they ghosted you in the first place. So that's why I'm giving you a solution that let them prove how serious they are, because a ghoster will just say one word. And if you say, yeah, let's meet up, tomorrow they disappear again. It's like they're just testing the waters if they can all still have you back whenever they want to. Some, they will see you once and they disappear again. So there is a way you make them earn it. Don't jump too quick. Come up with excuses. Don't complain about it. Up until a time where you realize now you are done with those games and they keep on coming back. And that's when sometimes you can turn them straight. Maybe laughing. I once even told someone in the past, I was like, you're always full of these excuses. I know you come up with this. And I realized the person was so embarrassed. And what was the response? Yeah, but I think the person tried checking me up sometime later, some days later or a week later, just to check up. But I think they stopped doing what they were doing because I finally told the person that nah. But I was laughing it out, show that I'm not bothered. Or else I feel like I was gonna just give her the power to feel like, yeah, she's been, her games were working out. So, but the thing is, don't be quick to say you are busy. Don't be quick to jump into the thing, but say that you are busy. I will let you know. Okay, no problem. So, but if they keep on, and now it drags on even for like a month, and you realize this person is persisting, but you said you let me know, when are you gonna, perhaps that could be a sign that the person has just made a big mistake. But importantly, let it be some sort of a red flag. Let it be some sort of a warning sign that this person is capable of ghosting. Meaning, as they come back, don't be, even if you go on a date, don't drop your pants. Don't open up your bank account and then start spending on her. Let her or him prove that they are there to stay. for like for several, maybe 2 months or more. But as long as now you can see, it's almost like you are beginning to forget that this person once ghosted you, and you get what I'm saying? Because some, they could be back because maybe a lady wants your money. After she just asks for something, you buy her, she disappears again. A man, after he comes back, after meeting once, he sleeps with you, he runs off again. So those are the patterns that you're gonna see with a ghoster. That is why they are not worth to even try a serious thing with. But once in a while, if you fall under that category, that is a solution. That let them prove it. Don't jump into things that you know, if I am there to get this from me and they ghost me, it's what's gonna hurt you. Now, only do and be in a position where you know that, it's just a date. I don't mind paying for the date. So yeah, it won't hurt me that I bought them something to eat. Because there are these ladies who say, free meal. Who can say no to free meal? So even ladies, let it be like that. Don't drop anything on you that you know that is gonna hurt you when it disappears. Up until to that stage where you can say this, if he wanted to ghost me again, he would have done so a long time ago. If she wanted to ghost me, I said no many times to giving her money, but still, when I say let's meet up, let's hang, let's buy an ice cream, she's still fine. And it's not like that's when you know that, perhaps if she can't ghost me now, what will it do if now maybe I'm to buy her a gift? Obviously, she won't ghost me. How much more now that I'm even doing something? So at least those small percentages can show you that your ghoster is kind of not like the rest. I hope this was helpful. And I have more videos like this, okay? Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video upload. Take care.